Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Diaspora panel. We are the voice of the diaspora. And I have with me, as always, Mr. Olaitan Adedigba, who is based in the United States of America. Mr. Adedigba, you are welcome to today's meeting.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I also have Mr. Olalawal, who is based in Calgary, in Canada. Mr. Lawal, you're also welcome.
Thank you for having me, and good day to all our viewers.
And I want to say a big thank you to all our wonderful viewers. For those who are our new subscribers, we want to welcome you to the Diaspora family. And to all those who have been watching our videos, I want to say a big thank you. And please, if you have not yet subscribed, please press that button now. It's free of charge. It means anytime we do a new video, you'll be one of the first people to know about it. And please, when you watch, if you like the video, please share it. And please, we want to see your comments. Whatever you want to let us know, please put it there and we will respond. So today we're going to talk about the political earthquakes that have been happening in Nigeria. We've been seeing that a lot of politicians are now moving from one party to the other, but particularly top politicians have been moving from other parties to the APC, the ruling party. We've seen in Delta State. We've seen somebody like James Ibori, who has now moved in with the APC. His daughter is in APC. The governor of Delta State is in APC. And in fact, the entire PDP structure has collapsed into APC in Delta State. In Kano State, we are hearing rumors that Alhaji Kwankwaso, and also the governor of Kano, and all the paraphernalia of NNPP in Kano State are likely to move into APC. In Rivers, we understand that the suspended governor, Fubara, met with the president in London. And they agreed that the governor may likely move over to the APC. We've seen instances of PDP governors in the South, especially governor of Bayelsa State, governor of Cross River State. They were all saying that the president will win the second term. They were endorsing the government, the APC government, for a second term in 2027. So I'm going to start with you, Laito. Are we moving towards a one-party state in Nigeria?
Thanks for that question, Diki. We are not moving towards one-party state. The question is, PDP was long as a party.
Yeah.
The party has been balkanized since 2013, before 2023 election, right? So all what we are seeing is the result. We are just looking at immediate cause now. We are not looking at the remote cause. The remote cause, when Atiku imposed himself on the party, contrary to the constitution of the party, that people they set up the NEC committee, the National Working Committee of PDP. They set up two committees headed by the former governor of Benue and another one by the former governor of the Delta State, that they should look at it. How is the presidential candidate going to be emerged? But the one, later on, they didn't submit that thing, the report. They didn't submit the report. Then these people now, Atiku, in picking the vice presidentship candidate, he picked Okowa. So that has been the main problem. This is then the party has been balkanized. So there is nothing. So, but people are just looking at now. This is the remote cause. That was the remote cause, but the immediate cause now is what people are looking at. And for God's sake, people have been moving during the election. So people moving coming to APC now is not new, right? We've seen the former governor of Edo State during the election. He crossed over to PDP, right? So people have been crossing. So it's not new that people are moving. We are fearing one state. So it is now meant for the PDP. I like this guy, the courage of Senator Saraki. He said that they are going to reorganize the party. So it is now meant for them to now come down, right? They are scouts. They are scanning for heavyweight politicians. So let them go and scan for heavyweight politicians to come to their party too. Look at what PDP, I mean, what AC, CPC, I mean, all these people, what Tinubu did. He scanned right around the whole country, all the political party that they came to APC. So the PDP too, they should go and do their own work, right? Okay. So if they do their own work, they might even win in 2020 in the 2027 election. So
okay, Lighton. Shukpo, do you think with the APC now having about 24 to 26 governors in their kitty, are we seeing a walkover in 2027, Shukpo? Have we now become a one-party state? Or do you think can challenge the APC now?
Yeah, so I think my feelings are kind of mixed because I think you have two questions. The first question is, are we officially moving towards a one-party state? I think the answer is yes. And why? Because currently there is no formidable opposition. The PDP I've been saying for a long time that the PDP has been decimated. The Labour Party has, issues on its own pertaining to its governance and all of that is dealing with. So even though the Labour Party does have support of the obedient movement, that movement has not been able to galvanize into anything substantial post the 2023 election. So there is no formidable opposition. And people can question the motivation for why politicians and elected officials are leaving the PDP for the APC. Some are saying partly is to avoid persecution, for whatever it is. There is nothing actually bad, in my opinion, in having a one-party state. China is a one-party state. They choose their leaders, and they are doing very well. So we don't have to practice this, democracy the same way, that every Western country does. Even within a one-party state, people still vie, for positions, and they'll bring to the table whatever agenda that they intend to accomplish. And voters within the party, can look at the two or three and then determine who they think is best. So it is not really a bad thing. However, I think what is happening is going to be a test for Peter Obi, in my opinion, to see if he can actually stand up to the challenge of becoming presidential. And why do I say that? The PDP, as it is even much more decimated than it was a year ago. It is an opportunity to use the Labour Party platform as a base for opposition parties. And when I say opposition, I mean credible opposition, not people who are hungry and are looking for a soft landing, to coalesce around and launch a formidable opposition come 2027. I don't actually believe that the PDP can be rebuilt. I don't. I think the party is done. I think people in the party, like the likes of Bukola Saraki, should coalesce, maybe around Labour, and work with Peter Obi, to form a formidable opposition come 2027.
Okay. Right. I'm going to ask you to answer that question that I just asked. So, do you think if Peter Obi right now, just to avoid having a one-party state, if Peter Obi plus Atiku Abubakar form an opposition, go into one party, maybe go into PDP. Definitely, the PDP has said They are not going to, have a coalition with any party. But if anybody wants to come into PDP, they are ready to welcome whoever is coming in. So, do you think Atiku can sacrifice himself? Because the reason why we are having this problem, where we are moving towards one party state, is because Atiku refused to respect the zoning system in 2023. If Atiku has not presented himself in 2023, we probably would have had Obi, PDP as presidential candidate, will have had um, um, Tinubu in APC as president, just like we had in 1999 when it was Obasanjo against Olufalai. We will have had
Yeah.
something like that. But Atiku, because of his selfishness, put himself forward, bribed himself, through, and then presented himself. And then Obi had no other, he had no other option than to get out of PDP and go to the Labour Party. And at the end of the day, Obi had about 7 million. Obi had about 6 million votes. I took about 7 million. Tinubu had about 8. So now, do you think that if Obi and Atiku work together, if Atiku supports Obi as presidential candidate of PDP to challenge Tinubu, and if you now have to conference on Tinubu's side, do you think that Atiku can deliver northern votes for Obi?
Yeah, the question still remains that Atiku cannot deliver the northern vote for Obi. So that is aside. The question still remains that the inordinate ambition of Atiku is what is killing that party. And he's setting Nigeria back 10 years. If Atiku has stepped down, put somebody reasonable forward, right? Be a statesman as he has been trying to be, right? Let somebody younger come around, be the president, be the vice president to Obi. People will still prefer somebody, Obi to be the president than Obi to become the vice president. Because a lot of people will not, a lot of Easterner, they will not want to support Obi to be the vice president. They will not want. What they want is Obi, right? But to ameliorate the whole situation, let put Obi down, put a formidable candidate from the north down. Then they will support him. They will give APC a good fight. Rather than saying Atiku wants to become the president, he wants to become the president. It is not done. Right? His ambition was what divided the PDP. And the division that brought him to the PDP, they can't get out of it in the next 20 years. Like Ugboluwafo said that they will rule for 60 years. The former chairman, the late former chairman. So what I'm saying in essence is, let Atiku step down. Let's put Obi forward. Put a formidable northern politician, heavyweight down. To be the running mate. Then they will give APC a good fight. That is it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Shukwa, I'm just wondering, why is Kwankwanso not teaming up with Obi? Why is he going to the APC?
So these are not politicians that, in my opinion, that they are actually trying to work for the people. Look, if I were Kwankwanso in today's Nigeria, and I'm able to carve out a niche for myself and my party in Kano, I would trade with the current winner. That's what he's doing. Who is the current winner? It is APC. He's going to benefit a lot more, joining the APC today than partnering with Obi, to create an alliance that could bring a future government. I mean, this is the way Nigerian politicians mostly think. APC right now has majority of the cards. That the party in power, he could potentially even right now get appointments. He could be appointed an ambassador. He could, he could become a minister. There's a lot that can be done now. While if he supports the APC now, could also get him support come 2031. So those are very, very attractive cards that the APC has, and the APC is quite honestly playing. And I don't see why someone of Kwankwaso would not go for it. So, Obi is a king in the making. So when you have an opportunity to make a deal with a king and a king in the making, who may actually not become king, it's not too far-fetched why he's making a deal now with the APC.
Okay. Atiku stretched a hand of an olive hand to Obi. He said, listen, Obi, you're still a young man. Support me. Let me do one term. Be my vice president. I'll do one term, and then you can become president after me in 2031. What do you think? Do you think that Atiku is sincere, and do you think Obi should take that opportunity?
Yes, that is a fantastic opportunity for Obi, right? It's a fantastic opportunity for Obi, but my fear is, would the obedience subscribe to that as an assertion that Obi should become the vice president? Why? But they believe, because they are still saying that, they are still claiming that they've won the president, right? So what I'm saying in essence invariably is the obedience. If they can be pacified, it's just a matter of time. Obi still has a year, he still have years, right, on his side. So let Atiku become the president. Then Obi can become the vice president. After 4 years, then Obi can become effortlessly, Obi become the president. That would do the trick. That is a fantastic trick.
Okay.
Right?
Fortunately,
Yeah.
we have an obedient here.
So very quickly, the reason I don't think it will work, actually, I think it's wishful thinking, is that the North will not relinquish power after 4 years. Trust me. So that is going to be problematic for Obi, first and foremost. Secondly, Atiku, if he's truly an elder statesman, should relinquish any ambition to become president and work for the next generation of leaders that can actually shape and take Nigeria to where it's supposed to be.
Thank you very much.
Atiku, to my mind, is a typical Nigerian politician. All of them, who are they fighting for? They are fighting for themselves. They are not fighting for the interest of the people. They are collecting jumbo pay, jumbo allowance. Nobody is talking about salary. They are the governors, all of the governors now. The majority of them, they've not started paying the 30,000 minimum wage. So all of them, the politicians, they are the same. So I believe if Atiku can do that, that would be okay.
Okay. So let's bypass 2027. Let's go to 2031. It looks to me like all the maneuvering that is going on now, is towards 2031. As far as I'm concerned, the reason why Kwankwaso is going to APC now and is talking to President Tinubu, he should say, hey, I will support you in 2027. I will give you Kano vote 100%. I will deliver Kano. But you have to support me in 2031. That's my own expectation of what Kwankwaso will be. That's the kind of deal I think he will cut. Kwankwaso wants to be president. There's no doubt. So this is the kind of deal he will cut, okay? Now, we have also the vice president, Shetima, a sitting vice president. So my expectation is that possibly it will be a vice president also from 2027 to 2031. So automatically, he has a right of first refusal. Okay? Number 3, we have Nuhu Ribadu. Nuhu wants to be president. There is no doubt. And he's going to throw himself into the ring. Number 4, we've been having Muslim president. Buhari is Muslim. After him, Tinubu is Muslim. People are saying 2031, we should have a Christian president. And we have a George Akume, a Christian, as secretary to the federal government, sitting there. So when you look at these 4 people, do you think 2031 is going to be a very hectic year. Let me go to you, Shuko. What do you think?
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So I think when people make deals, there has to be an understanding that there is also a pecking order in whoever is making deals. Rabiu Kwankwaso, I have nothing personal against him, but I don't think he's a candidate that has broad appeal. Take Kano out. Which region in Nigeria would you say that Kwankwaso has any appeal? None. That's the answer. So, whatever deal he makes, I don't believe Rabiu Kwankwaso, even for the APC, can deliver more than Kano. So that's not anything significant, to use to make any deal for 2021. Any politician that will benefit from Tinubu or the establishment support come to 2031 also has to have some certain attributes, that will make that support easier. And one is that they have to have broad appeal. Now, Rabiu Kwankwaso, beyond delivering Kano, does not have any broad appeal across the country. So I think it's wishful thinking to count 100% on the establishment support to become president. I think that's the first thing. Now, when you begin to look at some of the other candidates, if you look at Nuhu Ribadu, I actually think out of the names that you've mentioned, Nuhu Ribadu, Kazim Shettima, George Akume, I think Nuhu Ribadu stands a much stronger chance and probably falls higher in the pecking order. Why? This is a person that actually Tinubu has floated a long time ago as the presidential candidate of one of the political parties. There's a long-standing relationship. I believe he didn't become national security advisor by mistake. It was based on his record and the long working relationship he has had with Tinubu. And Tinubu is a person that, as we know, values and works with loyalty. So if you look in that sense, I think Nuhu Ribadu, and also being a northerner. Now, what could count against him? He's a Muslim. As you said, there are calls now, for the next presidential the next president, when it goes back to after Tinubu, to be a Christian. I think that is something that can be worked around if the running mate is Christian. I don't think people will raise an eyebrow if another Muslim candidate comes forward, but definitely a Muslim ticket again will become an issue and will be very, very difficult to sell.
Thank you. Lighter, what's your reaction?
Yeah, I will prefer person like Nuhu Ribadu, right, to be the next president, in the sense that he has appeal throughout Nigeria, unlike Shettima, who is only in Borno, Kwankwaso, who is only he can only gather the support in the Kano state. So who is the fourth person there?
George Akume.
George Akume. Yeah, and he's a Christian.
Yeah, he's a Christian from Benue, I think.
That is another formidable candidate, but he's from the middle better. So you might know the northwest and the northeast, they will not accept him, right?
Yeah.
So
my position about George Akume is that because there will be a call for a Christian candidate, I think it will get the substantial votes in the south, especially from core Christian states, south, southeast, and maybe the southwest. If the president supports him in 2031, it might make a headway. I agree that Ribadu is a very formidable candidate. He will have an appeal. I think it's going to be between the two of them. I'm not sure who is going to emerge, but I think the general appeal will be for a Christian president. And possibly because Ribadu is a Fulani, I think there might be some, some cries because of the herdsmen, the militancy that is going on. I don't think people will want to have a Fulani president again. That's my opinion. So, but generally,
Maybe
Lighton,
to add very quickly
in
to that.
conclusion,
Uh,
what do you think the opposition in Nigeria should do now? Atiku is calling for coalition, and the PDP has said we don't want coalition. Um, El-Rufai is going to SDP, is calling people to SDP. If you are a member of opposition now, PDP, NNPP, whatever, what do you think they should do right now?
at the moment, what I think we should do is we need the process re-engineering. At the moment, we need to be win everybody that matters. Right? We need to come back. All these PDP that are left, they should come back. They can, with the way situation is in Nigeria, majority of people doesn't know that Bola Tinubu is doing fantastic work. But every day they keep shouting, "Ebin power, Ebin power." They don't see, they don't believe that what he's doing for the future, right? Or what is immediate needs that they want, right? As a result, everybody is crying, woo, ah, woo. People have been making money, they can't make money. People have been making free money, they no access to free money. On the petroleum, they don't make free money. On the forest, they don't make free money. So everybody are just crying. So now this is the time for the opposition to come together, irrespective of everybody that are left, the PDP, they don't mind. Just come together. Let's do power from APC, right? It is still possible, right? How if Tinubu doesn't have, is not confident, is not positive, how would he have Ghana, CPC, NPP, all these people together? He did it and
Okay.
they won. So I believe
Okay.
that PDP, Labour Party, they can still come together and make an impact in political landscape in Nigeria.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Shukwa.
Okay.
What's your conclusion? What do you think the opposition should do right now? What steps should they take?
Yeah. I think the PDP is a dead party, to be very honest. And the only formidable opposition against the APC machinery are young people.
Are the obedience now?
That is the only formidable movement, which is why I'm saying if you are in the
Okay.
PDP, you should just coalesce around Labour Party's OB. And I think this is going to be a test for OB too, to show that he can bring people together, he can be presidential, and he can form an effective alliance. One message that I believe will resonate with a lot of Nigerians, if you look at the type of people actually that are falling into the APC, most of them are people that have a lot of skeletons in their wardrobes. I mean, these are not people that are saints in the first place. So you can brand the current APC government as a coalition of the corrupt with the types of people that are moving in and some of the records that some of them have, and build an opposition that has very credible people, that have younger people that will appeal to Nigerians. That is the only formidable opposition to the APC machinery. And if Peter Obi does not capitalize on it, that's it, unfortunately.
Thank you very much. So we've come to the end of today's deliberation. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Olaitan Deliga all the way from New Jersey in America. Thank you for coming to today's meeting.
It's my pleasure.
And Mr. Lalawal from Calgary, Canada. Thank you for your participation today.
Thank you for having me.
And also to all our viewers, thank you so much for viewing. So please don't forget to hit that subscription button so that when we do the next video, you'll be one of the first people to know about it. Thank you. We'll see you again next Sunday. Goodbye and God bless you.